welcome. In the meanwhile, let us begin today's session. So, if you guys are able to hear me, kindly type yes in the chat window. I just want to make sure all of you are awake, as well as all of you are paying due attention to what I'm going to talk to you. So, please type yes in the chat section. So, the question is, are you able to hear me well? Please type yes. Make sure everyone responds. Super. Now let me start the screen share. Let me know when you are able to see my screen. Are you able to see my screen? I guess as and when I get. Are you able to see my screen?
No, sir, it is not visible.
Oh. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
All right. So when I ask question, you will have to unmute and answer, because I will, while I am sharing the screen on Google Meet, I will not be able to have a look. So let us begin our talk on beyond the idea how to build a business that works. Encourage you to donate blood. I myself so please make sure you donate blood as situation arises or time permit. I would encourage make your own notes, because you wouldn't get copy of this presentation. Most of the time students feel they would get copy.
तुमच्या ह्याच्यावर जॉईन करतो.
Me, can I have your attention? Super. Let's get
Yes, sir.
going. Great. So this is going to be the agenda for the day. Because we are into academic environment, for any topic we start with history. When it all began, how it all began, and then we then learn further. We'll start with history. Then we will have a comparison or basic understanding between what is business model and what is BMC, business model canvas. As in when it's BMC, it is business model canvas. Okay, at least for this session. Then we will have a look at 9 components of BMC, couple of real world examples, learn how to make one BMC, how BMC encourages innovation, how can you draft your roadmap, your strategy roadmap using BMC, and then we will also have recommended reading, and I'll also share a couple of tools with you. At the end, we will have a Q&A. During this entire session, as in when you have any question, I would request you to kindly make a note of it. We would be discussing it at the end, one by one. So let us get going and begin the session. So who wants to be an entrepreneur in the audience? Can you tell me? Please keep on typing in the chat so we have a fair idea. So you have got you want to be an entrepreneur. You have got a business idea but do not know how to put it to work. In the interest of time, let me just turn off my camera so that we'll be able to save on bandwidth and you will get a better quality of voice while you look at my screen. So you have an idea, but then you don't know how to put it to a structure, how to move it to the next level. At times, if you are budding entrepreneur and you are seriously considering about becoming an entrepreneur, you would have more than one idea as well, but you will be wondering to identify the first step from where you can start your entrepreneur journey. So let me take you through this first step. Let us discover the first step today. Or if you have some business around you, probably your family business, but you want to improve your existing business model and you do not know from where you can begin, this is where you can get benefited by canvas business model canvas. At times you feel there is a need for a business plan, but then you feel overwhelmed, you feel loaded, you find it boring to create a business plan, and that is where you procrastinate and you delay things. But there is one page technique which is called business model canvas. Please remember the meaning business model canvas, right? The name itself is explanatory, business model canvas. So how I got introduced to business model canvas? I was recommended a book and I somehow I thought that this book is not something I wanted. But then in my birthday, I got it as a birthday gift, and that is where I got introduced to business model canvas. This book was the first one on the top business model generation by Alex Osterwalder and Yes Pignior. So together they have got a couple of other books also which are famous and popular, but the first book they jointly wrote was business model generation, and this is where they have explained BMC at length. They also conduct courses on their website, and they have got a detailed course about BMC. So, how it all began? It began when Alex Osterwalder was pursuing his PhD. He co created and developed this business model canvas with input from 470 practitioners around the world. He asked questions, he learned from their mistakes, he learned from their experiences, and then finally prepared business model canvas. He further went on to formalize this knowledge by publishing a book in year 2020. The name of the book, as we learned, is Business Model Generation. You can buy this book on Amazon. The knowledge, the canvas he has published remains free to use, but let us also mention and credit the creator. So that is how we can continue to use it. It is used by various businesses, organizations, and startups of all sizes. This is how it looks like. A typical business model canvas can be downloaded at strategizer.com/library/the business model canvas. Please make a note. Strategizer, STRATEGY, strategy, Y, strategy, ZER, strategizer.com/library/the business model canvas. Once you click here, you would get to a PDF. That PDF would look like this page. This specific matrix table diagram is called the BMC. So, what is a business model and a business model canvas? The business model simply is a plan describing how a business intends to make money. But the BMC is a strategic management tool that lets you visualize and access your business idea or concept. It is a visual model for planning, developing, and testing the business model of any startup or any enterprise. It is just one-page document that contains 9 boxes that represent fundamental elements of a business. Please remember, it's a one-page document containing 9 boxes that represent different fundamental elements of a business. Are we good? Let's go to next slide. So you are at the startup front and you are at the idea stage. You are about to start your journey to develop the startup. You have only idea. So adopting BMC, learning BMC and implementing BMC would help you with multiple benefits. First benefit is it forces clarity. It brings clarity in what you want to define, the core elements of your idea, and it will create value, how your idea will create value and operate. कई बार हम लोगों ने देखा रहेगा कि हम जो समझते हैं और जब लिख के देते हैं तो उनमें काफ़ी फ़र्क रहता है. So while you use BMC, you will get more clarity about your idea and how your idea will actually create value and operate. It identifies gaps in early stage. If you are not using BMC, you may not able to take care of certain fundamental understandings at the beginning of your venture. Many a times people who do not follow the BMC fall in trap of lower business model, acceptance, lower revenues, zero expansion, and lesser investor interest. Hence, make sure you have decent tool for getting benefited with such kind of tools. It also helps you iterate. So it is not set in stone. It is not sacrosanct. It is not once written forever. It is a flexible version. It is a liquid document. You can easily change the BMC as your idea evolves, preventing you from wasting efforts on a non-productive plan. The BMC also helps you communicate your vision in one single page. You can share this document with advisors, potential partners, or investor to seek their feedback. These are 9 components of BMC: customer segment, value propositions, channel, customer relationship management, revenue streaming, key key activities, key partnerships, and then at the end we will have a look at the key cost structure. Can you guys make a note of these 9 components, please? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let us understand each of the component at length. Let us pick up one component called customer segment. This specific portion helps you to define people or organization or customer your business aims to serve. Many a times when I mentor founders from different countries, I ask them to define, redefine, and continue to identify the persona. As and when they have the right persona of their customer, the entire activities are evolved around whom they are serving. Who is the person who is going to pay them? Many a times they start with, I want to build a startup for food products. Then we help them bring clarity. What in food products? Then they say, I want to build snacks. And then I want to manufacture snacks and sell it. Then again we ask one more question. Snacks for whom? Then further when they refine, think and think, at that point of time they realize that I want to manufacture and promote traditional Maharashtrian snacks. So then we help them become a ready to eat Maharashtrian snack brand. While you define this segment, what are the key questions you should ask? Who are our most important customers? What are their distinct needs and problems? Please understand, in the world of startups, if you do not solve anyone's problem, then no one is going to make a payment to you. No one will buy your product or services. There are only 5 reasons which encourage a sales transaction on this planet. The first one is if you are able to save some time for someone. Second one is if you are able to save some cost. Earlier this product was at 500 rupees, but now we have relaunched and brought the price down to 170 rupees. Then people will buy. People will buy if you are giving higher quantities. Like there is a 30% discount on air conditioners this season. Or there are 2 other reasons. First one is if you are a brand. If you are a Nike or Adidas, then people would like to get associated with you, even if it is not genuine. But people would prefer to wear a shoe with a logo of Nike or wear a t-shirt with Adidas logo. And last reason in these five reason count is if you are serving an experience. If you are a Disneyland, if you are a water park, then people are willing to buy your products or services. Understand what are our most important customer, who are our most important customers, what are their distinct needs and problems, list down their problems, understand their pain, their challenges. One of the way to do is to ask them. Another easiest way is to visit the competition social media. This is where you would be able to see whether people dealing with that specific brand is serving its customer well, or you would see that more and more customer complaints are piling up over the time. So how do they currently behave for certain problems? Where do they buy? What do they do? Whether the new problem or new solution has got any challenge, like before you try the product, there are certain preparatory requirements. What is it that the which agents or which reasons which are stopping you from advancing needs to be identified. How these customer segments can be identified? Either they would be for mass market, it would be for some specific market like niche market like Tesla. It would be segmented in multiple fronts like single product applicable for multiple people like toothpaste, uh, sorry, toothbrush. It's a segmented market. Every age group has got a different product for them. Or it is diversified, single brand making multiple offerings like Reliance and Tata Group. Or it can be a multi-sided platform like Amazon, where they are revolutionizing the business model and building a new platform by building a multi-sided platform. Another segment amongst these nine pillars of BMC is value proposition. The definition says the unique benefits or solution your business offers to solve customer problem or will fulfill their needs. So the unique solution has to come here. But what are the core problem do we solve for our customers? Do you derive a value proposition? What value do you deliver to each customer segment? Identify what product you do. What is it that we want to sell to our customer? What makes our offering different and better than our competitions? Is it we can club some services along with it, like you would have seen in IPL season, extended warranty instead of 5 years, 10 years extended warranty on the refrigerator, on air conditioner, on air coolers. So various brands are trying to make their product offering better than competition and unique one. The third component is channels, the paths you use to reach your customers, communicate with them, and deliver your value proposition. While you write down this specific segment, pillar, you need to ask a couple of questions. How do our customer segments want to be reached? At times, customer prefers to reach over emails. They do not want multiple disturbances within a day. How can you raise awareness about your product and services? How can you build a recall value? Which are the channel which are best for sales, distribution, and support? Many a times, the channel does not operate in minimum quantity or a preferred location or a preferred mode of delivery, and thus we need to identify them. What is our customer's preference? What do they want, and how can we help them or meet them and get their support? So, it is necessary to understand this component. What are the types of channel? Own channels and partner channels. Let us look at the next one, customer relationships. The definition says the types of relationship you build with your customer segments. Between you and your customer, which are the kind of relationships you have? What kind of relationships does each segment expect from us? Are we focused on acquisition, retention, on upselling? How it is done in other parts of the world? How do these relationships integrate with the rest of our model? These are the simple questions. If you ask the founder and document its first natural reaction, then you will be able to get the right answer. All right. Next component is revenue stream. Before we move next, am I good on quality of voice and speed of delivery? If you give me
Yes,
that,
sir.
you can say yes. All right. So let us look at the next pillar, which is revenue stream. The definition is how your business generates income from each customer segment. कहाँ से बिजनेस आ रहा है, कहाँ से रेवेन्यू ज़्यादा आ रही है. Please document and understand the gravity of revenue. If you cannot sell, you cannot survive. To deliver or to develop this component, this pillar, the question we should ask is what value are customer willing to pay for? How do they pay? Is it one time purchase or recurring purchase? What is it? What do they do? And how do they do? How much does each revenue stream contribute to overall revenue? What could be the revenue stream? It could be asset sale, usage fees, subscription fees, brokerage, licensing, advertising, or leasing even. Let us have a look at the next component, key resources. The definition says the most important sales needs to make your business model work. The resources could be physical, intellectual, or financial even. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes, sir.
All right, let us continue. So, as we discuss, While defining key resources, we'll ask what physical, intellectual, human, or financial resources do we need? What sort of resources are needed? What is their definition? Should we own or acquire these resources or get it outsourced? Which resources are essential for one proposition and the channel relevant channels? The types of resources could be human, physical, machinery, financial, or intellectual. Next pillar, key activities. The definition says the most important actions for your business must be taken to operate successfully. What key questions we must ask? What activities are key to delivering our value proposition? What do we what do we need to do in our channels and relationships for a better engagement? Are our activities focused on production, problem solving,